Hey, Melissa here from GirlGoneFishing. I'm up at Nimisila State Park Campground in kind of northeastern Ohio, and I just wrapped up an Ohio Kayak Fishing tournament, and I was hanging out at camp, and someone suggested night fishing, because check that out, full moon rising here tonight. And I've never had my kayak out at night. Honestly, it terrifies me. So I've gotten pretty good at launching pre-dawn because I know the sun's coming. You know, it helps mentally. But to go out right now as the sun's setting, I have to be honest, it's making me nervous. So it worked out perfectly that a buddy from the fishing trail, Utah, who lives up here and is very familiar with this lake and night fishes quite a bit, is actually going to come out here tonight because with the full moon, he says the bite should be fantastic. So I wasn't even thinking about like fishing. I was just going to try to take my kayak out and paddle around and like deal with it. But heck yeah, I'll go fishing. But I know this lake pretty well and I feel pretty comfortable on it. And yeah, it's a perfect time to try to expand my boundaries, you know, expand my horizons. So gonna go out on my very first ever night kayak. Makes me a little bit like ee. So I'm gonna go ahead and get launched. Utah's coming in about half hour, and it shouldn't be that bad. My heart is going like a million miles an hour right now. I'm really proud of myself that I launched. Wow, it is so beautiful. All right, I'm not going to try to make you believe that I didn't have a total panic attack when it came time to launch, but I did it. I'm launched, and it's okay. It's not too scary. I'm just going to stay really close into the shallow part that I'm really familiar with, and I'm going to go see if I can find this 20.5-inch bass that I've met before. Oh, please let there be a topwater bite. If there's a topwater bite after dark, I will be out after dark all the time because I'll do a lot for a topwater bite. Okay, I gotta be honest, I don't like this anymore. It's really dark. You can't tell where the campground ramp is, but the moon is really, really pretty. But as I come around here, you can see behind me, that's the shoreline. And somewhere in that blackness is the ramp that I just left from. So I wish I had known it was going to be totally black. I would have put like a flashlight or something on the dock. I kind of feel like I should go back and do that, except that Utah said he's going to be showing up here soon. I'm going to trust that he is going to show up. I can handle this. I can do this. This isn't too bad. Maybe if I just start fishing. All right, I tried it. I don't like it. I want to quit. I don't think I'm going to be able to wait until Utah gets here. I don't want to be out here. No. Oh my gosh, I'm so panicked right now. My mouth is dry. Can this be one of those things where I tried it and it's not for me? Does this count as having given it a chance? I don't really want to be out here right now. It might be different if there was someone else out here, but I don't want to be out here right now. I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. This isn't bad. Oh, maybe this is Utah. All right, Utah just pulled in. He has no idea how close I was to quitting. Don't tell anyone. Check this out. It's actually getting lighter the later it gets. That moon's going up. The reflection is just as bright as the moon. Oh, it's getting better. All right, look at that sexy guy. I think he's probably about 15 inches. I got a fish. I could have used you in the tournament, buddy. Thanks. This was a black and blue chatterbait. It is amazing how bright that moon is. Well, I just took my hat off and threw my headlamp in the water. That's usually what I do with my sunglasses, which is why I love my Hobie polarized floating sunglasses, because when I take my hat off and throw them in the water, they float. But my headlamp did not float, it sunk. Sorry, lake. Sorry about that pollution. And now I don't have a headlamp, but that's okay. I'm almost done here tonight. I've been out here for an hour and a half, and I'm not calming down all that much, I gotta tell you. When I'm away from Utah, I'm freaking out. When I'm with him and fishing, I'm pretty calm. So that's a step forward. But I really want to go to my spot that I fished at the tournament, and it's pretty far away and dark. I mean, not really far away, but it's like out of sight around the island. I can't do it. I can't make myself do it. I thought maybe if I just sat here for a minute, I'd get used to it. I gotta say, I'm not really getting used to it, but it is beautiful. Look at that. All right, I'm back within sight of Utah. He's that little light down there reflecting under the moon. So it just gives me a lot more confidence to be within sight of another person. So I've been out here about 2 hours. I got the one fish. Utah's still back there. See him back there. There he is. So I'm calling it quits. I'm pedaling back to the ramp. I have to break this kayak down in the pitch black, so that's going to take me a minute. But I really want to say thanks to Utah for being my enabler buddy here. I would not have done this if he hadn't been here. You all saw I was ready to bail and run, but then he pulled into the parking lot. So thank you, Utah. Well, here's my ramp, I promise. Can't see, but it's here. Well, that was not easy for me, but I did it. So I'm proud of myself, and I'm happy I got to try it. I think what I learned is I will go out fishing at like 3 a.m. You know, it's dark, it's night, but we know dawn's coming. And I love dawn. I love morning. I love sunrise. So I think that's my night fishing. It'd be like 3 a.m. I don't really know that midnight is my night fishing. I'm an early to bed, early to rise kind of girl. So, all right, well, I'm proud of myself for trying, and I gotta say thanks to Utah for inviting me to do the night fishing with him. He was gonna go out anyway, but having him, you know, on the water with me really enabled me to do it. I don't think I would have even been able to launch if I hadn't known he was coming. So thank you, Utah, for, you know, helping me conquer a fear. I don't know if I conquered it. I'm still pretty dang afraid. Actually, I feel like I'm gonna throw up right now from panicking for the last hour and a half. But, you know, I did it, and I'm going back to camp, see if the guys are still awake. If they are, I'm gonna sit down and relax with them for a little while, and then hit the tent. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the water in the next one.